Selamat malam hadirin sekalian. Malam ini, kami dari kelas Benevolent Angkatan 2022 akan mempersembahkan sebuah kisah yang penuh warna, menyentuh hati, dan menghibur. Selamat datang di The Merry Ages, sebuah pertunjukan drama yang kami siapkan dengan sepenuh hati. Sebelum pertunjukan dimulai, kami mohon agar semua ponsel dimatikan atau diatur ke dalam mode senyap. Mari kita nikmati malam ini tanpa gangguan. Dan tanpa berlama-lama lagi, mari kita mulai pertunjukan ini. Selamat menyaksikan. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we bring you a story of love, loss, and the complexities of human relationships. And welcome to the Merry Ages, presented by Benevolent Class of 2022. Before we begin, a gentle reminder to silence your phones and refrain from talking during the performance. And now, without any further ado, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the story that's about to unfold. Thank you. As the autumn leaves fall, a family mourns the loss of Mrs. Chang. Life feels slow and heavy as they adjust to her absence. Time passes, and Colonel Chang meets Mrs. Charsley at a party. But his daughter Adela is unsure about this new connection.
Yes, she's right. You must have a lot of places here. No. I have no plans at all. Just a little. I always think this is such a nice hour. I can't really tell. But it isn't fair, Mrs. Charsley. Just a little. Oh my God. I'm afraid I lost the tension. And Adela, you must release this to me.
Adela sits quietly with her father on the way home. She feels worried about his growing closeness to Mrs. Charsley, but doesn't know how to talk to him about it. When they arrive at home, Adela climbs to her brother's study. She tells his brother Godfrey about what she feels.
Good night, Adela. Good night. Adela, is that a late for you? First, going to marry officially, you know. How are you? I've seen with my eyes. We've been dining there. We just got home. He's in love with her. She's in love with him. They'll arrange it. Oh, I see. He will. He will. Yes. Someone should think of mom. Such a woman as that. After her. Dear old mom. It's like an insult to her. It's as he denied her. He runs out and shows all the years of their happiness. They were awfully happy. Think what she was. Think how no one else will ever be like her again. I suppose he's not very happy. Of course he isn't. And more than you and I are. And it's dreadful of him want to be. Well, don't make yourself miserable, you're sure. Of course I'm sure. One could tell from the way we have together. And also, there is attitude on the private call from perhaps last evening. Oh, she's so public. She's so boring, promiscuous, and mannish. Oh, you're saying she's alright. Alright to pack like that darling mama's place. To sit where she uses it. To lay her horrible hands on her things. I just mean that nothing will come of it, Adam. No. Not if you do our duty. You must speak to him. Tell him how we feel. That we shall never forgive him. That we can't endure it. He'll think I'm cheating. Cheating will never. He'll say it's none of my business. Then you will do it. Not what. I'll speak to him. Don't cry until you're hurt, Adam. Wait until he speaks to you. He won't. He'll do it without telling us. Is Mr. Charsley very rich? I haven't the least idea. What on earth is the truth of it? Does he live as if she were? She has a lot of video showing things. Well, we must keep our eyes open.
Charles asks Adela if she has visited Mrs. Charles. Adela refuses, but Colonel insists to visit soon, as Mrs. Charles will be dining with the family. Adela's discomfort is clear, but Colonel is determined to include her in their lives.
Adela, have you been to follow Mrs. Chesley?
No, I didn't. What should I?
Did you follow people after you dined with them?
Yes, of course I'm fine. I don't want to show it to me.
Then, you'll please cross off for tomorrow. She's to dine with us at 12. And I shall expect your sister to come down.
To a dinner party.
It's not to be in a party. I want them to know Mrs. Chesley.
So there will be nobody else.
With Fred, of course. It's a family party.
Adela talks to her brother Godfrey about her worries. She feels angry and scared that their father wants to marry someone new. Godfrey listens patiently but advises her to wait and not rush into any action just yet, trying to calm her rising emotions.
Friends having a dinner party. I suppose that means you'll be making your announcement.
Are you going to sing such as
What else did you do that for?
Father told you wish?
He has told you
Tell me what?
that you're engaged. Of course. What else can all this be?
He didn't tell me, but I like it.
Like her.
Yes, see very kind, very good.
To try to son. One eyes can be her. Instead much more kind. Instead much more decent.
I simply don't hate her.
I suppose there is something that I wish to.
And why is it?
I must call her Mrs. and tell her exactly my feelings are.
Please, honey. At least wait.
Adela decides to visit Mrs. Charsley. She begs her not to marry Colonel Char. Her emotions are strong, and she says things to protect her mother's memory and her desperation to keep their family as it is.
Oh, spare us! Have mercy on us! Let him alone! Go away! Oh, Julie!
Colonel announces that Mrs. Charsley will join the family for dinner, making Adela suspect he plans to marry her. This thought upsets Adela. Godfrey notices her distress and tries to calm her, but she remains troubled.
What did you say to him?
I said nothing. There was nothing to say.
Is that how he struck you?
He asked me to speak to him.
And did you?
Yes, to tell her I was glad.
And what did you say?
To tell her I was glad. I know.
And did you, Godfrey?
I don't know. I said something. She kissed me.
Oh! How could you?
He says she's very rich.
Is that why you kiss her?
I didn't kiss her. Good night.
At breakfast, Colonel announces his plan to marry Mrs. Charsley. His daughters react with tears and protest, causing chaos at the table. The colonel looks hurt and disappointed by their response.
Adela, I have prepared some guests that will probably shock you. It's okay. I know it. I know
It's going to be married. We're just going to be married. He's going to marry Mrs.
In the drawing room, Godfrey confronts Adela about her visit to Mrs. Charsley. He accuses her of interfering and blames her for the delay in their father's plan. Adela avoids his questions, and their argument ends in frustration.
Please tell me, what was the purpose of your visit that morning to this Chelsea?
Purpose? What is the matter? Why do you ask?
They put you alive.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. Why did everyone you thank God?
You know, I think it's all wrong.
What did you do then? How did you interfere?
What time do I interfere?
You said something. You did something.
What I did was my own business.
They're your own business. You made a crazy mess. And if I were past the exam, it would be your fault.
Girls, we will be leaving for Bridget tomorrow. Parsons might be terrible. But don't worry, darling. We'll be alright. Besides, it'll give us a chance to enjoy summer home. Mama loves summer.
Godfrey tells Adela about how much her actions have hurt him and the family. He confesses that Mrs. Charsley was kind to him and tried to help, but now everything is ruined.
Godfrey, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad. Will you stay a few days?
Only till tomorrow morning. They're sending me straight to Metro. I came down to say goodbye.
Till morning. I'll be nice. And it's awfully nice of you to have come.
What are we here for? You might as well know that more delay is to ask you the questions.
Question?
Yes. What was it you said that morning to Mrs. Chelsea?
If she has told you, why do you ask?
She has told me nothing. I have said it for myself.
And what have you said?
She broke it. Everything is over. What is in the dirt?
In the depths?
Yes. Did you think it would make you jolly?
He'll get over it. He'll be glad.
at Brinton, Adela is surprised by an unexpected visitor, a flashy young woman who introduced herself as Mrs. Godfrey, her brother's secret wife. The woman explains her situation and asks Adela to speak to their father. Adela is left stunned as the visitor departs.
Excuse me. There is a lady in the drawing room waiting to see you, Adela. Is she big and dreadful? Well, she's dreadful, but she's lovely. Well, you show her in, please. You can sit here. Thank you. Who are you? And why do you sit here? I'll tell you what I've come for. I've come to ask you to intercede. To intercede? Yes, to intercede. With your father, you know? He doesn't know, but he'll have to. Well, don't look so bewildered. I'll tell you who I am. I am Mrs. Godfrey. That's who? Yes, your brother's wife. We've been married for 7 months now, and it was time enough that I'm chatting off with him. He didn't want to tell his father. So I had to talk to some other member of the family face to face. But he has didn't want to tell his father. So I hope you will see to it that the good old colonel does something. Thank you.
In the garden at Brinton, Adela speaks with Godfrey about recent events. Godfrey opens up about his struggles, hinting at the challenges he has faced. Their conversation reveals tensions and unresolved emotions, as both reflect on family's difficulties.
Godfrey, is it true?
I've been the most untroubled daddy. You can say anything you like to me, but you cannot say anything worse I said to myself.
My brother, what does Father say?
He'll give her 600 to you.
Oh, the angel.
On conditions. She never come near me. She has followed the promise, and she probably leave me alone to get the money. If she doesn't, in diplomacy, I'm lost. I'm believing in her.
My brother.
I'm not an idiot, Anna. Yet for her, I feel like that one. Don't ask me. You must know. It was all done in a day. And since facing my conscience, facing my words, is such a torment. coming here to stay for a while. He said he needs time in Israel. I suppose it's a good idea. And fathers need to be away from London.
At Brinton, Colonel Charles speeches deep in thought. Adela watches him with concern. She begins to speak, but hesitates, finally apologizing for not addressing his pain sooner. Colonel resigned, dismisses her worry, saying these things happen. He announced his plan to travel, and as he leaves, Adela watches him, her sadness evident. Springtime in London brings a light, airy atmosphere. Adela and her sisters play in the park, but their joy fades as Mrs. Charsley carriage passes by, ignoring them. Later, Adela visits Mrs. Charsley, apologizing for her past actions and begging her to return to their father. But she reveals it's too late.
and I found you under the fall. I told your father what a hard day you were, and I told him that I could never live with anyone's story. I told him that you must be sent away, for you could never marry. I really loathed what you had done, but your father demanded you for me. This, of course, led to the complication of our relationship.
Papa gave you up for me. But see the angel. See what I promised be to him for the rest of his life. Oh, surely I died of you. Please come back to him. His life is meaningless without you.
I'm afraid it's too late, Angela. See? I'm going to marry Lord Benevolent next month.
So what do you think, guys?
Very
It's great. Yeah, the marriages by Henry James is supposed to be performed just the way you see it. Yeah. So I totally in love with the staging. Yeah, and also the casting, and the music, and the costume, and the makeup, especially the makeup. Yeah. Because I know that all the performers today are females. And you see, even with Godfrey and Colonel Sharp are performed by female. So it must be the makeup and the costume, yeah, the one who in charge with this part, working very hard, yeah, to make it convincing and suitably, for the audience.